question to you, dads, is, and fellas out there, is what do you tell your sons about dealing with the police or any young man that you come in contact with, that you work with, that your younger relatives, nephews, cousins? What do you tell them about what do you advise them on how to deal with the police? Well, that's what this episode is about. And once again, I got my man Vernon Starks with me to talk about this subject. What's going on, Vern?
What's going on, man? Glad to be back with you on your platform, man. It's a very interesting topic. I can't wait to dig into it.
Yes, sir, man. We're going to dig into it. And before we do that, I want to show you guys a video that kind of highlights on what we talking about. So I'm going to kick to this video for the people that are listening to the podcast. You can hear the video. You can hear it. And for the people that are watching, they can get the full effect.
Keep your hands up right now. Up right now.
None of my
Keep your hands up right now. Do you understand me? Up on the fucking, grab the roof right now. Grab the roof right now. I'm gonna end up shooting you. You see a gun? Shoot me.
Look,
Stop.
look,
Stop.
look under my head. Ain't none of my head.
Undo his seatbelt.
No, do not pull away.
Quit touching me. Quit touching me.
Put your hands up. Stop. Officer down, officer hit, officer down. I'm hit, Travis.
Where you at?
Hit in the arm, hit in the arm, hit in the leg.
Which arm?
And the face. I'm hit all over.
That's enough of that.
Mm.
What are we telling our sons, nephews, little cousins, people, just young men that we see every day? What are we telling them about dealing with the police? So something like that doesn't happen. So you don't think that's something that you should do. You don't, so they don't think, what? That's what I'm gonna do. If they stop me, you know what? I ain't going out like that. He decided that he wanted to have a shootout with the police, and that's how he wanted to, it's not funny. That's how he wanted to end his life, because you're not gonna win that battle. You're not gonna win that battle. If you just so happen to get away, you're not shooting no cop and getting away with it. They gonna hunt you down. So we gotta understand, and we gotta let these young men know that you want to go home, man. The cops want to go home. You want to go home. So I got 5 things that I think that are important that all young men should know. Karter's 7, and he should know this from 5 years old to the cradle drop. You know what I mean? To the casket drop. You need to know these 5 things. Number 1 is understand your rights. You should understand your rights. You should understand your rights as a citizen. You should understand your rights. But you want to go home. So don't be trying to play lawyer when the cops pull you over. You understand your rights, you know what they should and should not do, but this is not the time to argue with the police. This is not the time. This is not the time for you to show how much. It's time for you understand your rights, what they should and shouldn't do. But once again, like I said, the object is to go home. What you think about that first one, Vern? Understanding your rights. These young men, what do you think about that?
I totally agree. And I think that that's a big problem with our our young men. They don't take time to even, want to understand what rights they have once they're pulled over or once they do have some type of interaction with the police. That young man in that video ignored all the commands, ignored everything the police were trying to do to make the situation better for both of them. And as a police officer, you're as scared as the person that you're pulling over. You don't know what this person got when you're walking up to their car.
Right.
You got a family as well as them. Like you just said, the goal is when you go out and have a good time. Ultimate goal is to go back home to your family, man.
Yes, sir.
That's and that's it. Knowing your rights is huge because a lot of cops assume that people don't know their rights, so they try to do any and everything. But in that particular instance, it was just basic commands. Put your hands on the roof. Show me your hands. Don't reach. Those are
Right.
things that if you ain't got shit, why are you not obeying those commands? Right? So very, very sketchy situation, very tough situation to even watch. But I totally agree. Knowing your rights is huge. Just taking that time out to learn them.
Yes. And I want to say, knowing your rights means that you also know what the police can do. If you don't know your rights, you just spewing off some stuff saying that, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. And they can do those things. And so you should know your rights, knowing, okay, these are my rights, but these are their rights as officers, that things that they can do. I see how many videos you see somebody say, oh, you can't do that, you can't do. Yes, they can. So you just making stuff worse. You just making things worse, thinking what you're talking about, and you don't. That could be another issue. But like you said in the video, he just had it in his mind that I'm going out like this today because he wasn't complying with anything they said, and he just wanted trouble. He just wanted trouble. But I don't want young men to see this video and think, "Oh man, that was cool." No, it wasn't, dude. He's gone. He's gone. And if somehow he miraculously made it out of that, he won't ever be the same again. How you seen him in that first when he was talking, he'll never be like that again. And the fact that you shot at the police, you going to jail forever. So how is that a good scenario? Number 2, always be respectful and compliant. We see the young man in the video wasn't either one of those things. Even if he had a gun, even if it wasn't registered, you didn't have to get shot over it. You could, man, you didn't have to get shot over. You could, hey, I got a gun, man. It's right here. It's whatever. It's loaded. It's not. You know what I mean? Whatever. However you want to do it, but the police aren't the police aren't the people you want to go to war with. It's not. That's not. It's not the movies. It's not who you want to go to war with. So even the smartest of gangsters of G's know I'm not gonna win this battle. I'm not gonna win this battle. Y'all just take me to jail. I'll fight it in court.
Mm.
I'm not dying on this street.
Mm-hmm.
So what you think about that?
I I actually love this second bullet point because it's 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 the breaking point to where you go home or you don't, right?
Yep.
But I think so many young kids, adults too, get the cop pull you over, come up to your window, they already on 10.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck you pulled me over? Bitch ass cops and blah blah blah. Because we kind of already feel some type of way about cops anyway, especially in the inner cities of these states, right? So it's difficult for young black men to deal with cops. Period. So they automatically think that the cop done pulled them over for no reason. Now they harassing them in X, Y, and Z. But from from past instances with myself being pulled over, I've come to realize that cops kind of go off of your energy and your vibe, right? Like, unless the cop is just a total asshole, normally when he come up to your window and ask you questions, if you're respectful, 8 times out of 10, he's or she's gonna be respectful, right?
Right.
But as soon as I come to your window, if you like rah 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 rah, then I gotta kind of get rah 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 because that's the energy that you're giving off,
Yep.
right? And then next thing we in a damn tussle because now you don't want to be compliant and resisting and doing all this other stuff when you could have answered 5 or 6 simple questions,
Yep.
gave the person your driver's license and registration, and been on your damn happy way.
Been on your damn happy way. And the first bullet point kind of fades into the second bullet point. It fades into number 2. Then you're gonna be respectful and cooperative because okay, I know my rights. I know what I can do. I know what they should be doing. So you're better equipped to deal with stuff. You're better equipped to deal with the situation. Number 3, which fades in from 1 and 2. Stay calm and collective, just like Vern said. Why are you trying to make a scene and fight with the police? Especially any person of color. That's not what you need to be doing. I've even heard from white men that I've talked to that said they've got upset with the police and kind of stepped towards them, and the police told them, "Hey, sir, you better stand down, sir. They're not gonna take nothing. They not they going home. Their first objective is to go home. So you want to stay calm, collective, just like Vern said, so you can go home too in one piece and not going to jail or not get no ticket. Why you want any of those things? I don't understand why anybody would want any of that. What you think, Vern?
Very, very true. And it's so crazy because they can be out here dead wrong. Plates don't go to the car, expired registration, you in there with a pistol, mollies and all type of shit. Like you can be dead ass wrong and still give the
Right.
cop some shit like why you pulled me over. You driving a 98 Nissan, but the damn tags go to a SUV. You wrong. Like
You
you
wrong.
feel me? Like
Yeah.
you, but still, they still want to give the cop a issue when they dead wrong. And you're right. You got to stay calm and stay yourself and just comply. Like compliant is a huge word, man. Like you got to know how to comply. And there's nothing wrong with being in that situation and saying yes, sir, no, sir. I'm just trying to make it home, sir. I'm coming home from work, sir. X, Y, and Z. But a lot of our younger generations, they think that that's being a punk
Yeah.
or I ain't gonna let this cop hold me and all that other little shit that don't mean nothing when your ass sitting down there on 12th
Right.
Street down there at the damn county jail or wherever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Eh,
yeah, you're right. I totally agree. You need to stay calm. But I think that if you got something to hide, then that's why you're all overreactive and not calm. A motherfucker that ain't got nothing on them or nothing on their record, clean driver's license, they gonna be the calmest people on the earth. You should be.
Right. Yeah. And Just like you said, and the cops, they're probably trained to think that, if a person's all irate and, being all, is all upset, they got something to hide, So that, like you said, they gonna they gonna be they gonna be on edge, you know. And I mean, I'm not letting cops off the hook, because like Vern said, some of them they not cool, you know. They not cool, and they do have attitudes and think that they know everything or whatever. But you want to go home. You ain't trying to get in an argue with this dude. You ain't trying to prove nothing to him. I'm not trying to prove nothing to you. I'm trying to get to where I'm going, whether it's home, work, or wherever. So no, sir. Here's my license. Need my insurance? Here's my insurance. I don't care about all. I'm not trying to prove nothing to this dude, but I'm good to go. And that's a
That's
part
it.
of I'm good to go. So if you're 16 years old and you're able to drive, have your license. Have your license, and your license is straight. Your insurance is straight. You own your mother's and father's insurance. You just ain't out here driving and you ain't got no insurance. Have your business straight. Like you can't get mad at the police if your business ain't straight. That's their job to get your ass off the street. That's their job. You ain't supposed to be out here. You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to be out here. I'm supposed to sweat you. You not supposed to be driving, bro.
But for some reason, they think that the cop is wrong for
Right.
doing their job. You ain't even supposed to be behind the wheel.
Yeah. And he just doing his job.
That's
But
it, bro.
that's it, man. That's it. Number 4, communicate clearly and exercise caution. This means to me, don't be lying, dude. Don't be lying about stuff to the cops. If there's an issue, if your license is suspended, or if, man, don't be giving other folks names and all this, man, just trying to get out of, man, look, dog. You knew you was wrong. You knew you was on some mess when you got in that car and you started, or whatever you was doing. Don't be lying to the police, telling other folks' names. Somebody sitting at home chilling, you telling your brothers, giving your brother's name, and now they running his name. Yes, and exercise with caution. Yeah, there are some cops that are bad, so you have to think of you gotta communicate clearly, and you gotta watch what you're doing. You just gonna take off running? You just gonna, or you just gonna you just gonna take off running? The cops pull me. Oh, I'm just gonna speed up. It's over, man. It's over. It's over. You going to jail. It don't matter. It don't matter if you was scared, you was nervous, whatever. So exercise with caution. Think about it. Is running from the cops? Is lying to the police? Is it worth it? No, it's not worth it. Just because you think you're gonna get away. No, you're not getting away. You're not getting away, and you just brought more drama to the issue. And the 5th and final one is address issues after the encounter. So, young man, if you got an issue with the way you were treated by the police, go home, talk to your parents, and address those. Get the officer's name and badge number if you can. At least get his name and address those issues later. Don't be at the scene trying to argue and fight with the police. Because, like Vern said in the beginning, if you start acting a certain type of way, then they gonna start acting a certain type of way. If you start saying, "Oh, threaten a man's job or threaten a woman's job," what you think gonna happen? You think that's gonna be a nice encounter? They gonna keep saying yes sir, no sir? No, they gonna turn up too. They gonna turn up too. You don't know. Your partner next to you, he might have some weed in his pocket. They wasn't even thinking about him. But you start acting a fool. Now they sweating and searching everybody. Address those issues you got with them later. It's not, you want to go home. You want to get away from that. You want to get away from that. You know, I've heard so many times where young men are arguing with the police about them getting pulled over or them doing this right or not. What you doing, man? You want to go to jail? What you get for proving the cops is wrong? You think you a attorney, you Matlock or somebody? What you think you gonna get, bro? You just prolonging and oh, you because the cops are human too. So you insulting him, you trying to make him look bad. What you think he gonna do? He gonna be looking for something to take you to jail for or write you a ticket. I ain't being. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, okay. Oh, I'm all that. Okay. I'm finna, because they human too. A person can only take so much. So do that later. Go home and talk to your parents about that. Don't try to be Miss, head of the class. Just get out of there, dude. Learn to live another day. I think that's the title of this podcast. Learn to live another day. The title of this episode is Learn to Live Another Day. And you said something that I really like. If you, young man, if you ride in the car, it's you and your guys. If he is all turned up, acting a fool, you got to tell him, hey, man, chill, bro. Don't just sit there and let him carry on, because he putting both of y'all lives in danger. Don't just let him sit there and carry on and be a fool. If it's more than one of y'all, hey man, chill, bro. You want to be tough, man? Do that on your own. I'm trying to go home. Do not just sit there, young man, and just don't say nothing and laughing and thinking it's funny. It ain't funny, dog. Because we've all done it. We've all done it. We all done. When we was young, we thought it was cool that your guy was talking crazy to police. Man, y'all was tripping. We was tripping. That was the wrong move. That was the wrong move. I'm telling you right now. From a couple of OGs, do not do that. Tell bro, hey, stop, dog. Else me and you gonna have some problems, bro. Else I'm not messing with you if this how you getting down, man. Because you, like I said, you putting everybody's life in danger.